Astrology, palm reading, all sorts of fortune telling is forbidden in Islam. There are all types of sorcery. First of all, it must be understood is there is no logic behind any of these sciences. Your destiny is not written on your hands. Your destiny is not written on the stars. And the easiest way to debunk astrology is that when they say, oh, Venus is in transit in Sagittarius at the moment, and because your birth sign is Sagittarius, then this means that you'll have some good luck. Well, the earth, there is precession of the earth. It's like a spinning top. It's like I think it's a 40,000 year, 26,000 year cycle, something like this, where the earth processes. You know, you get a top spins, and as it loses its power, it starts to wildly oscillate. This is what the earth does as it goes round the mansions of the zodiac in its long, like you have a yearly spin, and then you have a 24-hour spin, and the 24-hour spin is like a top. So over thousands of years, it does something which is known as precession, and that changes what's in the sky. So Venus at one point will no longer go through Sagittarius. So these people that make up these horoscopes, what will they say then? All of a sudden Venus is not going through your star sign, so what will happen to you then? So this is proof that it's all nonsense and it's all rubbish, and whoever goes there, your prayer will not be accepted. And to believe in it is a type of kufr, because you are denying, you are giving power of the unseen to somebody else. Divination and the flight of birds is a type of idolatry. In another hadith, if one goes to a soothsayer and asks them about something and then believes it, his prayer will not be accepted for 40 days. Nobody has knowledge of the unseen except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the little bits of what He gives to His creation. Sometimes people get inspiration. Sometimes prophets, Allah teaches them the unseen. You may have a dream and that dream may come true. That's something from the unseen. Sometimes people get premonitions that come true. Those are all from the unseen. There may be a coincidence or they may be from the unseen. These are little tidbits, snippets that Allah gives people. But to say that my destiny is imprinted in the stars that were born, that were there a million years before me, that's utter, sheer, ludicrous nonsense. So many people follow horoscopes. They'll read their horoscopes, or they'll ask you, especially girls, I've seen this with, when they're speaking to you about marriage, one of the first things they ask you is, what's your horoscope? And even though you tell them it's haram in Islam to ask about this and there's no validity in this, they're like, oh yes, we know, but we're still asking, we still want to know. It's just like, you know, it's nothing, we're just curious. They're curious because they're probably going to check and say, oh, it matches, you know, it's something nice about him. So they're curious because there's probably like a romantic charm for them of, oh, this is your star sign, this is my star sign, this is your birthstone, this is my birthstone, and they match. So this leads towards stuff that is forbidden. There's no such thing as a birthstone, there's no such thing as a horoscope and star signs. Some people say, oh, well, every time I read my star signs, things are uncannily true or very close to being true. Well, do this. Don't look at your own star sign and pick up somebody else's. For example, if you're Gemini, then pick up Capricorn and have a look. It's going to be similar. Then pick up Pisces. It's going to be similar the next month. Why? Because these people that put down in horoscopes, people's horoscopes, they're doing a general. Everybody will have good luck, some good luck in that month. Everybody will have something bad happening in that month. Everybody will receive some good news. Everybody will receive some bad news. Everybody will have a success. Everybody will have a failure. Everybody may meet somebody new, may lose somebody. This is just general information. This is exactly what these people do. They know what they're doing, and they're after the money in your pocket, or they're after fame. And had these soothsayers and all these kahin and all these people been something incredible, then they would have been millionaires. But they are the most disgraced people in society. The ones that people, you would never find them. You'll actually find them weirdos, you know, on the margins of society. And even though they think in the beginning we're going to try to do something, like for example, you got a girl in college that says, I'm going to start reading crystal balls and horoscopes and gain some notoriety. In the beginning, there might be a little wow factor, but soon people will start to see her as weird because she carries on along that road and ends up in weirdness. So we don't believe in this. We ask Allah to protect us from these people and from the influences of these people, in the sense that people have this magnetic attraction to them and want to go to them to see, oh, let me see what it's about, I just want to see. I don't believe in it, I just want to see. What do you want to see? Just go to an educated person and he would tell you exactly what I told you. I see in your future some hardship. I see in your future some good. That's common sense. This world is cyclic. Everybody is going to have hardship and ease, and we know this, and we don't need to ask anybody about this. And if somebody tells you this, he's only using common sense. There's no predictions of the future or anything. It's hocus pocus, mumbo jumbo, as they say, abracadabra. Don't believe in it, and safeguard your iman. And the last thing is that to extend it further, it's tarot cards, it's crystal balls, it's mirror reading, it's teacup, drinking tea, turning it over, turning it around, looking at the signs. It's what the Arabs did when they put camel bones on top of fire, and when it cracked, they read the bones. What the Arabs did is they watched the birds. Would they fly that way for good luck? Would they fly that way? It's cats moving in front of you, 7 years bad luck. It's mirrors breaking. It's walking under ladders. There's a plethora, multiplicity of superstitions all over the world. Some are unanimous everywhere, some are specific to certain cultures and peoples, but every single one of them is nonsense. Eclipse, for example, in the time of Rasulullah, there was an eclipse when his son died. He said that this is nothing to do with like an omen for my son dying. This is just a natural phenomena of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it just coincided with my son's death. There's nothing in this. So we don't look at eclipses or anything. We don't take omens of any sort. May Allah safeguard us all from this fitna and strengthen our imans and keep us on the straight path.